New t-shirt. I just wanted like a plain black, you know, like I could just wear it all the time, but just have like a little bit of sneak, you know? A little bit of sneak hustle on the back. Today we're gonna do the news team, but yesterday, Jazz and I, we went down to Royal Docks and we shot the Christmas launch stuff, which like, I was excited for the Christmas launch, but then when I actually saw all of the stuff come together and when we were shooting it, I was like, wow, I'm really excited for the Christmas launch. If you're excited for it, Thursday the 26th of November, 12 p.m. GMT, is when it's gonna go live. So don't miss out. Anyway, if lockdown's got you feeling a little bit like this, don't worry about it. Today, or for at least the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna have you back with some cool information, terrible jokes, and some damn right dastardly analogies. The only place I've ever heard dastardly used is Scooby-Doo. But anyway, in the one bit of non-fitness related news that I have for you today, a couple of months ago, David Attenborough set the world record for the fastest person to get 1 million followers on Instagram. A couple of days ago though, that got beaten by one of our favourite gingers, alongside Vellner. Rupert Grint, also known as Ron Weasley. And he reached it in just under 4 hours, after he posted a picture with him and his baby, on a Wednesday. So what the world needs, Attenborough and Ron Weasley on the gram. In some big news, you'll understand why in a moment. Wait for it. Yeah. The World's Strongest Man 2020 is underway. If you're a fan of live competition, you can watch it on their Facebook page. You just have to sign up. I think it's like $1.99. But if you're kind of like me and you like the behind the scenes, the kind of, you know, the things that go on around it, then a couple of YouTube channels that you need to keep your eye on over this week is Shaw Strength, Brian Shaw's YouTube channel, the Stoltman Brothers, and Eddie the Beast Hall. Those 3 channels will give you a good kind of insight into what's going on.
We both have the exact same implements, different groups. Okay. If my time in this load medley beats yours, yep, I gotta slap you on camera.
Slap me on camera?
Yeah. Or off camera. The camera, I mean, that's just for your YouTube.
All right.
If yours...
Also, we need to take a moment in this vlog to pay homage to Brian Shaw's beard. It's like someone has taken the hair off his head and put it on his chin. It is that thick and round. You'd almost have to go into the barbers to get that cut.
Yeah, I'll have a 2 on the sides and a 1 on the top.
Now, into the inspirational story of this month, this year. It's a world first. Chris Nickage, a man from Florida, 21 years old, just recently became the first Ironman finisher in history with Down syndrome. He completed the 140-mile race in 16 hours and 46 minutes. Just doing an Ironman is incredible. And when he got interviewed about it, this is what he had to say.
Prove to kids that if I can do it, then they can do it too.
Apparently his dad instilled in him like 1% better every day, and that's kind of what he stuck to, and he wrote a goals board. And that was his goal, and he's done it. That's the kind of news you need when you open up the news bit on your phone, rather than all like the, you know, like everything's bad. You know. The fittest on earth, Tia Claire Toomey. Since the end of the CrossFit Games, her and Shane rented an RV, and they've done a trip across America.
I'll need someone that can make us believe.
The first episode of their trip across America, showing you around their RV and all the food that they ate, is now live on YouTube. I'll put it as the first link in description.
Tia made it very clear, this is hers, this is mine. There were more chips, they're probably about this high, but Tia ate them all.
You know, Shane kind of explains to us what a road trip is.
We have covered a lot of terrain and more to go.
Tia explains to us why you should always drink your milkshake first from McDonald's.
I gotta have dessert before my main meal because otherwise it'll melt. Ooh.
And then in other good news, the reunion that we didn't know that we needed a reunion of a reunion. Obviously the world of COVID right now, there's not a lot of travel, but Kat made it back to Iceland, to CrossFit Reykjavik, and back to Annie.
You guys have no idea how happy I am this morning. Catherine's training with me. Reunited.
It's like heartwarming, you know? We recently found out on Instagram that Hayley Adams during the CrossFit Games was injured. The tape that she was wearing on her ankle, which I thought just came from like one of the events, didn't timestamp where she started wearing ankle tape or didn't. She might have even started with ankle tape. Sometimes I'm observant, sometimes I'm not. But she took to Instagram explaining why during the CrossFit Games she wore ankle tape. She said, 2 weeks before leaving for the CrossFit Games, I had a pretty gnarly ankle sprain. I was so upset being so close to the games, but did everything in my power and with my help of my physio doing PT twice a day. We got it to where I was able to get the job done. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't painful and frustrating leading up, but it's crazy what the mind and body can do with a task at hand and some adrenaline. Nothing like a little adversity, now time to actually heal it. And with that, she put up photos of the time where she did roll it and her ankle is like just sideways. It's so sideways. Almost have to look at it like Brian Shaw. But yeah, that does look gnarly. One way to put it. Oh. Now you guys, look at that. Whoa, 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 whoa. You guys know that I like a fresh pair of kicks. In CrossFit shoe news, this past month, we saw the release of the Wonder Woman Nano Collab. Don't get me wrong, I think they're a really cool shoe, like as in coolly designed. I like what it stands for. Just personally wouldn't wear them, but then that's a good job I don't have to wear them. So here's a photo of Pat Vellner and Michelle Vellner wearing them. I reckon if you ran in them, you'd look like you were running fast. I think the white would blur and you'd, all you need then is like a kitchen counter table cloth and wrap it round and just, you could be your own superhero. And speaking of Vellner, we have something to look forward to, a competition, a mini competition. It's called the Lockdown Brodown. It's happening on the 20th of November, 8 AM PST, 11 AM EST, and it's Brent Fikowski versus Patrick Smellner, and they're both going all in on a workout head to head live. The trash talking has already begun, and we still have another 6 days.
So I'm working on this thing with Vellner, right? Wit, Reebok, selling shirts, and I'm telling you, that guy's got a temper. I mean, he yelled at me, he just snapped, started swearing. It was really awkward. So, I don't know, guy, he's losing it a little bit, but what are you gonna do, right? Canadian, he's a friend of mine, so keep an eye on it.
Look, I couldn't help but notice Brent's story there, kind of calling me out on our project for getting a little snippy with him. But you got to understand, maybe I raised my voice at him a little bit, but you got to cut that off at some point. He will overanalyze things all day long, go on and on. He'll never ever stop if you don't stop him. Guy is so stressed out, he needs to go have a float or something.
That's rich. I'm the one that's stressed out. I'm stressed out. Well, maybe I'm stressed out, but maybe Pat listened for once. He might learn something. He might learn something from me, you know? I mean, you ever been to the class, CrossFit class, just explaining the workout, and then one guy is just kind of looking around, finishes explaining, comes over to you, says, what's the workout again? Well, that's Pat for you. So, take that in consideration. Just think about it.
Oh, I don't know how to act in a CrossFit gym. Well, at least I know how to act in public. I was going grocery shopping with Brent one time, and this cutest little kid comes up, asks him for an autograph. Don't ask me why. And I swear, not only does Brent not give him an autograph, he grabs the Zevia out of his hand, takes a huge gulp, and pushes the kid to the floor. Come on, he gets that stuff for free. I mean, we get it, Brent, you're really tall, but you don't have to act like you're above everybody all the time.
That's funny. Pat's going to talk about me. Talk about me being in public. Well, let's look at the real evidence. Let's look at the cold, hard evidence here. Every 3 months, Pat's moving around Canada. He hasn't stuck in a city for 3 months the last 5 years. Every month, he's moving to a different city, different province. You know why that is, right? People can't stand the guy. They can't stand the guy. He's in the gym a couple months. Oh, Pat, he's good. CrossFit is fun. They get sick of him. Pat, you got to go. 2016. Hasn't been to CrossFit Plateau since 2016. I talked to someone there. Place still just stinks of him. The back room just reeks of his BO. Keep that in. Think about that.
Just showing off the t-shirt again. Ready? You can kind of do it like this. That has been today's episode. Sad news over the last couple of days. The last 2 videos that I posted haven't really done that well, but you could make it better if you go back and watch both of them. Just go watch them. Got a couple more news videos that I'm actually doing over the next couple of days. I love sitting down in the office and getting them done. Just sometimes it takes a while and I've got other stuff blasting around in life. So it's been a pleasure. If you have enjoyed today, as always, smash that like button. Please do hit that subscribe button. Tell all your friends and family. And we will catch you in the next video. It was fun hanging out.